We've arrived at Jamestown. Welcome to Jamestown. This is a replica of what the English colony of Jamestown, Virginia may have looked like. 1607 to 1608 was the arrival and beginning of Jamestown. Established by the Virginia Company of London in early 1607, Jamestown was settled for economic reasons. Placed for its defensive value, Jamestown was on a swamp, where the water was unsafe to drink and mosquitoes carried deadly diseases such as malaria. It was very difficult to plant crops there, and many of the settlers were gentlemen and unused to work. Also, Jamestown was placed near an American Indian tribe, the Powhatan. The Powhatan clashed with the English many times, but trade between the two sides did happen. The colony was in very bad shape and producing no money for the Virginia Company, so Captain John Smith was sent to help. Smith set a law that required everyone to do their part or they wouldn't get to eat. He provided a much-needed helping hand to the colony. Relations with the Powhatan had somewhat calmed down thanks to Captain John Smith. 1609 to 1610 was the starving time, one of the worst times in Jamestown's history. After Smith had to return to England because of a deadly explosion, giving him very fatal burns during a trade mission, the colony returned to its old failures. The supply ship sent to them was lost, so the settlers had very little food. This time was the starving time. Only 61 of the 500 settlers survived this time. Many colonists ate their dogs and cats, and one man killed and tried to eat his pregnant wife. In 1610, though, a fleet brought supplies and more settlers, saving Jamestown from what could have been a horrible fate. This may not look like much, but it's what the Jamestown settlers had to live in. And this is what it would look like if you were even worse off than the man that owned that house. This is an approximation of what the Jamestown church may have looked like. The church was a very important part of Jamestown. Settlers had no choice of not going to the church. Built by John Benjamin Thomas, aka Bloody Yoga. That's me. Information from MrNussbaum.com and en.wikipedia.org. Thank you for watching.